Witches flying high in them private jets. Mada kumada beat lazima kai bada. Si niulize mbona nimenyanya. Si unajua niko juu ya shada.
Just hear intro yako acha vizuri.
Will it run it back turbo.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Sandwich Podcast. This is episode 99. In the studio is Mahatma Meli. Why have I said that? Why have I said Mahatma Meli like it's my real name? Anyway, in the house is Mahatma Meli or John Meli as you could like. And the guys.
You're with me, Daddy P.
Sasa umeshiba unasikia poa.
Bro, anyway, hiyo tuongelea ndani.
Na mkoa kijana wenyewe pia hapa Black Diamond. Niliwaambia mnitumie majina zingine nitatumia for this new studio. Bado mjanitumia. Nitumieni pale inaitwa nini? YouTube hapo chini kwa comments. Alafu guys, leo lazima tufanye voice notes. Lazima tusikie voice notes.
Kuna extras.
Kuna zimekaa mob.
For real?
Na mimi nakuangalia app na I downloaded the Anchor thing so I can be listening to the voice notes and I don't get notification when anyone sends a voice message.
Maybe you didn't.
It's okay.
Nilibiwa simu
mazee. Keeps Juicy ametisha login za account ya podcast za IG. Tunapata security threat. New login on DUXLMD. What the hell?
Oh God, we've said that.
Abona mmeniua. Alafu tu unajua location inasema iko Thika.
Manze.
How the fuck?
Isi mwenye alibiwa lasa alibiwa Thika.
Mamangu ni alikuwa nayo tangu yinu.
Why these guys are telling me I'll no longer be able to access the voice notes and whatnots?
Really?
Anchor?
Really?
Social features have been removed.
Really?
They recommend using Spotify. Anchor. Oh God, they're terrible.
Really?
I swear to God,
let me see if I have.
Unajua Spotify ilibuy Anchor.
That's why.
So wanaweza wafanyia anything
That's why. So I think because they're the only ones who had this feature. So now I think they've moved it to Spotify. God damn, why'd you guys do that? But you know.
Acha nitaangalia tu. So anyway, how's your weeks been, guys?
Week's been great for me. It's actually been a good week. Monday I was too hungover. I didn't do anything on Monday. I was chilling. Tuesday my class was cancelled, physical class. I was still chilling.
Lovely
Wednesday, and Wednesday is usually my longest day because you have class until 5, but it went well. Today, great day. Yeah.
Ulikuwa na your boo.
Acha hizo, nakuwa shy. But yeah, so I left school. I was with her. Then I'm here now. Mnasemaje nyinyi? Wiki zimekuaje?
Hey guys, mimi naomba tu Mercury still whooping my ass. I've been collecting L's, but not terrible ones, you know. Things that I survive. I'm trying so hard to believe. I'm actually believing that it's just redirection with everything. With all those L's I've been taking, so
yeah. I'm
hoping for the best, but my week has just been chill. Nothing much. I've been sulking in the house, chilling. I broke my nail, which was extremely painful, guys. I didn't know how painful this shit could get.
Urembo.
Raw. It was so insane. So now we were trying to cut off the extra nail, like the one that was hanging, but it was attached to like some piece of meat on my nail. Bro. Like on my skin.
Piece of meat.
But it is. Okay, it's fine. I don't know what to call it. But yeah, it was the most painful thing. I couldn't even let the guy, my nail tech, do it on his own. I was just like, let me inflict the pain on myself.
Nime notice most nail techs wanakuanga nini men.
Yeah, they're the sweetest. First of all, big shout out to my nail tech. Alex, the nail tech, is amazing. I get really great services. They're really great guys. But besides that, my sister came back home yesterday and I think I have laughed the most yesterday. In a minute. Yeah, we were just laughing back to back.
When mlikuwa mmekula ile kitu.
No, we hadn't. But we were just, catching up and all that. So yeah, let's just say my week has just been pretty mid. There's nothing exciting going on in my life. Hoping for the best tomorrow.
Yeah, so
yeah.
Kesho mko.
Don't laugh like that, bitch.
Oh well.
Oh damn. Well, next question.
And you keeps, how's your week?
Wiki yangu imekuwa fiti. Monday nilifanya nini? Hata sijui. Nimekuwa busy tu lakini. Nimekuwa busy sana. Alafu nilikuwa na maibu tulienda date. Sijui ilikuwa nimesahau hata. But yeah. Also by the way, saisa YouTube channel yetu itakuwa na ads.
Oh yeah.
Nilipata hiyo code fulani nilikuwa nataka. Ilibidi nimeunda whole postal address bana.
Oh yeah, you told us about that yesterday.
So side count.
And yeah, so guys, watch our ads whenever you see them.
Please. Don't skip that.
Don't skip.
So anyway, guys, msemaje?
Let me tell you guys, first things first. This is something I wanted to address last week, but I didn't come. But let me open my notes. I was at the barbershop. So yeah, like
Kobaba.
by the way, yeah. So I was at the barbershop like 2 weeks back. And when I was there, so I got my haircut, Nini, I'm done. So
Surgery.
It was no major surgery actually.
Successful.
Vile tu sasa nywele imeamea but narudi huko next week.
Uko ndani.
So I was there. So you know when they finished you're done, so it's time to like get up, get your jacket, pay and leave. So I stood up, but the small particles of hair were still on my
on your body.
So si mimi nikaanza kuzitoa hivi. This woman, she was like, "Oh my god, ziko hapo. Let me blow you." I said, "Back the fuck up."
I got a girl.
Back. What did you say? Sign me up. Is it, bro? Which is actually very interesting because I was like, "Walai." I know barbershops one day we'll get to a position where we are going there and like maybe we might end up being shaved naked. You know, look at it this way. 10 years ago, I'd go to the barbershop with 50 shillings, right?
Me 20 bob, bro.
With 50 bob. Nina came from the gutter. Eke usimbali na kibs. Past yake naweza kuibia. But 10 years ago I'd go with my 50 bob and I would get a haircut. Clean, hata ikuwa na kata one as in quickly chap haircut zako hata kama ni mohawk whatever it is haikuwa inapita hata 30 minutes ukishamaliziwa cut yako hiyo the lineup either ndimu ama ni spirit unapaka kwa ile iko
mbio maji moto na ndimu
unaenda mtaa 5 years ago unaenda kinyozi wanaanza kupanguza na maji moto there's increase of women in the barbershop na ukimaliziwa unashikwa unafungua shati hadi hapo
unafunguliwa shati like 3 buttons
hapa 5 years ago jacket tu ulikuwa unatoa today if I went for people on visuals if I went to the barbershop right now shati kwanza nafunguliwa hadi hapa hivi kwanza in fact kani kona vest I can actually take the whole of it out wanabaki tu na vest okay so think about it in the next 5 years toko tu tunatoa everything on top unabaki shirtless
But what's
so in the next 10 years mdax ko nje no cap
outside excess hiyo tutakuwa outside tabiri mademo
no you guys are making me sick what do you mean by that
by this what
for real you guys are like your shirts are unbuttoned what's the goal though tell me
si for massage shoulder massage
nilienda juzi walini massage like kama mgongo like babe au kufanya nini
like I'm really not insecure about it but it's just okay it's good you can go get it from there
unafikiria utakona pesa unashinda kinyozi weekly you think it's for nothing it's the comfort it's luxurious
nimefanywa manicure lakini
hey tutakuweza kweli Kibs mpaka ametutext kwa group tumembe Kibs what's the update on ati let me finish my manicure and then I tell you guys
okay bad bitch we get it yeah but I get the luxury behind it I get it but
serious and then you know it's comfort because ato couple
yeah but have you guys gone for massages because people usually butt us naked
funny thing I've never gone for a massage bro I've never
bro you guys need to have the experience
you pay for me a spa date
no thank you
guys okay. Kuna mtu uko nje uko na spa uko na nini unataka tukuje hapo tukupigishe something to offer date ya spa tutavlog
the spas are really good
tukuje mimi nataka kuona what's happening
I was saying well I have never been in my 28 years of living I have never been to a spa
all 32
wanishikishi 32 waacha
I think
38
let me tell you one of the best dates you can do with your partner is a spa date
mkondeza mnaweza faa kuko ndani
I'm just saying it's possible
let's go date ideas wacha niweke kwa notes up
thing is if you're caught because if you're caught it's a problem of course but
happy ending Do you get to choose the person you want to?
No, in the
Wanakuletea
establishment
random?
I've been, there's no happy ending.
hizo ndo nataka kwenda staki happy ending mimi
Yeah.
I
But
mean,
I'm just saying,
I'm
doing a
just
couples
testing
massage
naweza
is so
kuwa
good.
addicted inaweza kuwa bad habit
Couples
naweza shinda huko
massages are
weekly
usually the best because after they're done
Nanyorosho.
massaging you, they usually give you time like to wear your robe and whatnot, and just time to relax and just feel it in. So that time they usually give you like 10 to 20 minutes. That could be the best time for like a quickie, I'm just saying. And then my favorite one that I've gone to now, the one in Kempinski, they now move you from there, they take you to another place where you can have tea. So imagine if you tea for like 30 minutes just alone, enjoying some nice soothing music. Amazing, guys. I'm telling you the life.
Mimi unajua
I'm just saying, and if you do
Mimi-
it- and
mimi
if you do
kinyo-
it-
kinyozi
and
ni
if you
enough.
do it with your partner, oh god.
kinyozi ni enough for me because I know in the next 10 years barbershop utoki bila top wallahi you're getting top
najua iko hivyo
unapigwa slope ingine mbaya
Can you guys grow up?
but yeah that's just all I wanted to say like
Was
barbershops keep it up
unajua one thing wacha ni waklapie
yeah
manze.
Peer club for spas, especially Kempinski,
Yeah,
because they're doing a
spas.
great job. Speaking of
Unajua one of my craziest thoughts inakuanga nini kitambo before ni ingia kwa jacuzzi and shit ama maji yote tu inachemka na unaingia ndani nilikuwa nafikiria maze hata kitu kale Bogoria hiyo najua uwezi ingia si ndio but I'm always like have you ever had this thing where they say men are not supposed to sleep with boxers si mambo na toxicity na testosterone, but
to allow free
unahitaji
flow of
free flow.
blood.
Yeah, like
ukifika mtauna hata kama ni unalala na boxer ile boxer light
or
so
like
that
the same way girls are told like not to sleep with bras and undies.
for us sasa pia kuna hiyo joto pia hiyo joto si fiti for your testicles
pajamas zinafaa kwa fly
Flare, but where would someone wear something?
kutembea nikiwa nafanya ile dance ya kulosa
kulosa kali cheki Dave Chappelle alikuwa anasema venye white husbands wakienda kudoze na bibi yao watu wangi unajua kunako kashibo ya pajama
Oh god.
yeye inaka bato ni kashibo hapo ndo wanatumia
unachujia mdazi hapo
unachujia hapo unaingia unamaliza unadoze unatano
hakuna haja kutafuta where my trousers
hakuna hiyo but nilikuwa nasikia hiyo so my craziest like naifikirianga excess ni ukiwa ndani ya saa kitu ka jacuzzi ama kitu inachemka pia sio ni hiyo ni worse
It's not terrible like
because
that.
kama just hot air
But
yenyewe ni
remember,
danger
But when
if
you're
you're
hot air-
sleeping, if you're sleeping, it's long hours. It's like 8 hours. But if you're in a jacuzzi, it's for a couple of hours, maybe.
not even that
Nachemshwa
you see,
hapo mayai.
in a jacuzzi or rather when you're in a steam room
What do you say?
when you're in a steam room you're not wearing the tight boxer the problem ni
Clenching you.
ziko confined to the same space so ni kustafi
okay
but you see with your heat ya jacuzzi like your maji ama hata steam room ina open up the pores
Yeah. So good, guys.
crazy unajua kuna
The last time I went to a steam room, I had my wig on, yeah? And I forgot, like, in the steam room.
yes ulitoka kaule demwa kwa ametoka mechi
unataka kunuka mbuzi choma
hiyo picha yote ni kama ametoka mechi
Guys, my lace was just ilikuwa inaanguka tu like the wig, so I just went to the bathroom, removed my wig and just went back in because it was not staying in place. Nilikuwa too defeated. I was just like okay, and I was seeing my nigga after, so I was just like, guys, we need a balance
hapo
here.
unamchukua unataka hapana demu wangu hajakuja hebu mpigia kuja
Who are you?
Usije wangu.
That
I
when
just
you're not
call
my
my
worst,
girlfriend.
so it's okay.
kama hey, where's my
It's
shore
crazy.
where's my shore nilisikia cool kids wakisema shore who says isn't it supposed to be shorty
It's supposed to be shorty, yeah?
shori kwanza
the fuck is a shore
Sina, ilianza from nikayo stuff ya Unajua ilianza from shorty si ndio shorty like
yeah,
short
like the short.
like shorty like
short
so imetoka shorty to shorty to shorty to shorty
Kilimani wamefika shore
sasa wamefika shorty
Kilimani hadi kuna shorty
shorty
but I realized I'm becoming a my guy even me pole
You are
pole
heavy.
sana,
It's like you're
bro.
becoming,
let me
you are it.
no
So much.
there's
ushafika ni looks tu zinaku
juicy
kutoa game
yeah, kwenda huko mafi juicy I said something and I was like who are we
But you even have the Cheers Baba jacket, like you're completely gone. You're not for us.
hadi bomba jacket yako ile white
Oh, kana sisi, we're not here together. We're not
I
together.
said who are we let me tell you guys so it was this time it was just after this on my leg there when
tuko na joto
ile time
I'm feeling so hot, guys.
ile time unye alienda kwa baba and then that picture of them drinking leaks nini
wakafutosha kula ugali na
do you know I saw that picture and I was telling my friend but unye is bad news. You saw they tandika 3 glens. I said what? Ilitoka yenyewe.
Oh my god.
They tandika 3 glens. Nilisema ni kunywad. One of the two. I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Then I ended up sometime I was talking to my friend and I was like, yeah, I'm just on my ones. The fuck?
What the fuck is even that?
Let me. Nilisahau man. Nilikuwa na fuck.
Kuna 8 ulituambia nikasikia ni kwa ngoma ya Lil Baby.
Yeah. Pour me an 8.
An 8 is like
an 8th. You see how they say double cup?
Yeah.
So usually they have the like a quarter of lean, something like. I don't know the explanation, but
I see you mentioned it during an episode.
The cup of lean, so it's like a quarter. So that's pour me a 4. You know, so 1 cup is pour me a 4. No, it's not a quarter. It's like pour me a 4. That's the slang.
Yeah.
So when you have a double cup, it's an 8.
So now, what were you saying? The other one?
Which one?
So you just said you were telling.
On my ones.
On your ones.
On my ones. I'll bring back my Kilimani slang teachings in due course. On my ones means alone. Like I went there on my ones. I went alone. I'm chilling on my ones. I'm chilling alone.
You're not crazy.
Jana, I do that on my ones. I do that alone.
That's actually crazy. That's actually insane. If someone talked to me like that, I'd be like,
oh my, as you can see guys, goes without saying, mimi ndio bado minji kwa hii podcast. Hapa tuko na wazai. Mimi ni baba manyanga.
Mimi nishaenda.
They almost fucked me up. You're like that nigga.
Just that I'm a big guy.
Big guy, that fuck me up. But I'm glad election season is over.
I feel like now life has just gone back to normal. I was in town, Juicy, and we were just talking with my waxing girl, and she was telling me how life has just switched immediately. Yeah,
life is back to normal. People are back to looking for money. No one is even talking about, you know, the best part is, and even me, I noticed it with myself, I am so pro Ruto now. Very much so. He's my guy. If anything, says in a take Ruto slander very personally. My president.
Don't say that about my president.
And I want to say it in 2022, August 22nd. Come 2027, I'm voting for William Samoei Ruto.
Period. Poo.
Bro, I'm saying beast. I'm saying him normal.
What happened in the UN yesterday?
Oh my god, his speech was fucking
for real.
Sindio na watu walikuwa nagombana wakisema ati alikuwa anasoma from a teleprompter.
No, of course he has to read from a teleprompter.
But
you can't say all of that from your head.
Tunasema hiyo ni speech yake ama alipewa.
Sini speech anaandikiwa na communications team yake akina Hussein Mohamed, those PR guys. Of course you have a speech writing team. Then it's slowly. Ni kama vile watu wa news usoma, but ule boys anajua kuongea. Unajua mtu well spoken. Anaweza kuwa anakuambia kids isi microphone in TV. And I'm telling you why. Because when you go to Kibra and you find families that are living below the average wage.
And I was telling you guys. And I've even seen people talk about it on Twitter, but we need to find a way to discuss how he was able to manipulate these elections to be in his favor.
He didn't manipulate. He had everything in his power.
I'm not saying manipulate.
No, I know what you're saying.
But I'm just saying how he was able to walk through it.
That is
fucking insane.
That's the whole narrative. The whole narrative he had.
It's a serious politician.
Because he started campaigning for himself. Kitambo.
Zamani.
2020. Yeah.
Zamani.
Kitambo.
But
no,
bro,
I think 2019.
Funniest part that actually has come. But anyway, shout out Kenya Kwanza. Sisi, us those. But as a country, we have now unified. Largely, we are all we all want the government to work.
Yeah,
like which is a great thing.
That's the one thing guys want to see. And also, nimeona Sakaja akisema tutako na bash.
Sakaja ni mwenda. Boys ashanza kusema kuna event. Bado healthcare ataja sort. Yashapanga bash. Enyewe no maana mfai kuvote vijana kwa hii shit.
Bash napigwa.
I laughed so hard, but I'm like, I would actually like to see that.
I saw someone.
It's a culture in Nairobi.
Yeah.
I saw someone post it on their WhatsApp status and they wrote sherehe imekuwa sheria ukweli. Sherehe imekuwa kwa sheria.
Can I ask you guys about something? Have you partied in September heavy? Because I feel like I have been on a roll.
What?
It has reminded me of my 2019. Yo.
Craziest party is we still have October, we have November, and we have December.
Yo.
I'm in hell.
Na kwanza unajua
literally weekend size zimepangana hivi.
Na unajua weekend
after bash.
Oktoberfest iko ni big ile ya 2019 sasa.
I'm telling you, September I think I've gone out all weekends.
Actually,
Nduru za kuaminika.
Okay, last weekend is the only weekend and I was this close to going out, but then I was just too hanging and I could not even handle talking to people. But every fucking weekend I've been out.
We are here on another weekend. I have plans for this weekend. Next weekend is the first weekend of October. There is Heavy K. The other weekend is the weekend that has a holiday. I have plans. There's a weekend after. There's Oktoberfest also on the way. There is Thames.
Tutabash.
There is so many things. Me, I want to cry. Mi nataka kulia.
Nataka mniombe
for real. I keep telling you guys nataka mniombe for real.
Keep suweke namba yangu hapa chini kwa screen. Guys, this is my number. Please, I need funding. I can't keep living like this.
Sherena, when are you trapster?
Bro, I'm a trapster.
Trapster.
For the past 4 weeks. Nimeanza weekend on Thursday.
Bro.
Mfululizo as in
Like,
Thursday,
what's
Friday,
the
Saturday,
problem?
Sunday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Thursday. This is not right. But you know what? I'm excited. I'm celebrating. I'm ushering in the new government.
Last Friday, after I left this place, I went to Oyster Bay with my friend, Tell me why we drank 2 bottles of Prosecco by ourselves.
Sick.
By the time we were leaving that place, sikuwa naona shit.
Umetingika.
Mad.
Unajua hizo zenye zile hadi unaambia bro, unajua ulikuja Milan na ukatubaya shots.
Last,
Me?
bro, that was now me on last week on Saturday. Hey, nowadays you don't even say hi to people. I didn't even see you, bro.
Sioni.
Nilikuwa mlevu last weekend. Crazy, bro. Mpaka nikana hata unajua umelewa unaona hata pesa si kitu. Mpaka tuanza kuuliza hakuna haja kwenda hope. Tutafute Airbnb tunaweza check in asubuhi. I tweeted, who knows an Airbnb I can check in at 6 a.m. urgently
immediately,
but I found we ended up going to Nabian. We're going to home Monday saa 6. What? Yes. Tulipata, we checked in 6 a.m.
But vile economy iko moja kivile mafuta pia imepanda. Like sasa mimi naweza kuachia hata naweza hama kwa nyumba yangu nijifanye mimi agent.
Mimi
kuachia kama ulipe.
Tulisema sasa gari na kunywa shots kama mwenyewe. Mafuta ni unhealthy, man. This thing can't be right. 180 Kenyan shillings for a liter. You know why this is actually crazy? But you know, in hindsight,
but inafanywa hivyo ndio ishuke, si ndio?
Hopefully because now you know why Ruto is a smart guy.
Inflation.
When you remove the subsidies from fuel and you put them into fertilizers, you're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Farming goes up, food economy goes high. So we have food and we have farmers affording to do this, so you've killed 2 birds with 1 stone. So hopefully when this food goes up, tuanze kuuza vitu, then our economy can be a bit better, so such that prices za food hata zinaweza shuka kidogo, alafu yeye pia anaweza reduce tax za mafuta.
Hopefully that's a strategy he's having.
I hope so.
And also pia Uhuru ache kukulia.
And now at least now say kila mtu amekuwa sworn in. MCAs have been sworn in the other day. Fuck, speaking of swearing in, these guys don't know how to read, bro.
What do you mean?
Our leaders don't know how to read. From
you are attacking Rigiji.
No, achana Rigiji. Hata sisi swearing in ya Rigiji. From MPs, we'll start with my favorite politician in the world right now, Oscar Sudi. Oscar Sudi ananibamba hapo iko fipi.
It's the guy with the 2 wives.
But the guy who sent 2 of his wives to pick, I mean his 2 wives to pick his nomination election. Yeah, it's
crazy.
Crazy,
Sudi Din was struggling with his speech. There was this other senator. MCAs kwanza ni uncountable. This is why I was saying, I think anyone running for public office for an election position must have a degree.
Okay.
I would say diploma.
Degree.
Diploma.
Degree.
Diploma.
Do you know diploma is even harder than a degree?
I know.
What do you mean?
A diploma is harder than a degree, bro.
Because that's you're taught them. I think the
unafinywa kila kitu kwa diploma.
Because you know, let's say degree in a layman's language, degree is usually the theory part of it.
Yeah.
When you go to diploma, it's like everything. You give
the technical part.
The technical part of it.
And you know,
in a short time wanakujazia hiyo shit yote
at once. So you know,
and even the pass mark for diploma is higher than degree.
No.
Yeah.
No.
In Strath, I'm telling you, I did a diploma.
Leave it in Strath, but I'm talking about public universities. When you're doing KCSE, because everyone mostly does KCSE and whatnot, now the pass mark to do a degree is a C+. Sindio?
Yeah.
To do a diploma, you can do from whatever level. So that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Diploma makes more sense because also you have some level of education to it.
That's okay. But what John anaenda afanye diploma kwa shule ya technical college, enda afanye kwa asome TVET.
Na amesoma.
Ukifunzwa plumbing, Joanna ufunzwe literature.
Ama unataka uchague makosi.
Hapana, si ati course. I'm saying degree. Why I think degree comes with a lot of things. one, you know, with degree you have a couple of more years in school. There's things that you do when you're doing a degree. Then I spoke about it the day we had that guy here, Oscar.
Okay.
But
Deadass.
so in the sense that with degree you have things like group work, you have things like submitting assignments on time, which is still in diploma.
So they can't get over it.
You have things like just
It's the discipline around
the discipline
it.
around
I
it,
get what you're
ethics,
saying.
communication
I get
skills.
nasema.
Guys,
A lot of things.
The sense of
diplomas
urgency
are
na kila
not.
kitu.
They're not taught that.
I did a diploma. No one taught me ethics.
Bro.
No one. There's
They
group work.
are.
Kunayo.
They
Kunazo.
are. They
Wewe basi
are.
ulifanya
They-
plumbing.
All in all,
Wewe
Let
ndio
me say,
ulifanya plumbing.
let's say
All in
sample,
all,
because what were you doing the diploma
People,
in?
business IT.
You see, I don't think they would focus on that, but then mostly
No, actually, we did ethics.
Yeah,
we did
it's
ethics.
a unit.
it's a,
in
let me tell you,
unit.
diploma these days is as good as a degree. Let's say that.
So yeah,
Man, you just have some level of education.
tertiary level of education.
Yeah.
Don't end it at KCSE
Wasi
or
watasikia episode
KCP.
on audio watakuwa nasikia hii mvua itakuwa kaa SMR kwao.
Oh gosh, you can't even sleep.
Unafaa usikize
Eh,
usiku.
usiku kidogo.
Yeah. But anyway, like because now if you look at it, what do I want to say? You know, they wanted to pass a bill that, especially now, because now the only people who need a degree is the president and governors. They wanted to put that for members of parliament. They went to court.
Oh.
Unasema fuck hiki kitu.
What?
Mnatutoa game.
Mnaweza kutoa MPs car wame kwa office.
Hujasoma.
Hawa sawa wanaweza enda home
But
mbaya.
you guys, have you experienced people who've not attained that level of education, but then politically they're smart?
Politically they're smart
Of
because
course,
they have
that's a
influence
skill.
where they come from. Because you walk around that area, guys tell you, wewe kwanza sasa ukiran.
Yeah.
Tunakupatia kura.
Nakupea.
You know, when your popularity is not the same as smartness, if you put
Yeah.
this popular guy in that office, what much can he have to offer? He can't table serious bills. He can't come and give serious ideas. He has that ushago mindset of I'm here because people love me. So he's here and all he
Ameshika grao.
yeah.
That's such a big problem, the popularity thing.
Most of these guys, and it happens, and I was saying it, nowadays anyone gets a 4x4 car, they run for MCA. Get a 4x4 car, you have some influence, you're running for MP because now
So
you're
unaniambia,
you're popular.
if I take my father's car, niende huko Kapswit nitembe tunayo.
What? Kesho asubuhi una impeach MCA wenu. You must be
Wanakuweka
insane.
on.
I'm coming for you guys.
No. It is as easy as having a 4x4 car and a few people in Jags who are going to lie to you and tell you, this one,
But
Wewe tunakupea.
this is for you.
I've actually seen it because at some point my dad was being told that they were telling my pops that like run for government, like run for something
Yeah.
around the area, and also because he's a people's person, and my dad was just like, okay, I can't get into politics. He's really not interested in it. And even me at some point I was telling Dad, yeah, actually do it, but then he was like, okay, naingia hapo because people like me, and then
Yeah, there's not much you can do in that office because you're just there because out of love. So you get there, and when people are talking serious things, you're just thinking, CDF itatuma siku gani? Pesa-
alafu you know kuna kwanza hours, it's usually so funny, like when we go to Shag sometimes people, you know, they usually come and then they panga lines, they just
Bas.
they have to stories for you guys,
Yeah.
they have to write for them checks.
Yes.
Crazy.
Mnapatianga enyewe shago kwenu mmedevelop. Mnapeana check.
No, like that. I'm just
Nyinyi
saying.
mko na
not
pesa
like that. Not
mingi.
everyone, but let's say if it's cool, if you're asking for school,
Oh, yes.
now that's when you can do that.
Yeah,
But then
yeah.
otherwise you give
My
money
handouts,
and
maso,
whatnot.
masmara.
Hey
Yeah,
guys,
that
many
happens.
attack. I don't want people in my
Mtu
business.
anakuja kuomba so unamwandikia check.
Unamwambia hebu
Hata ana fare ya kuipeleka.
pangeni line hapo kuna meza hapo nje na kaya checkbook.
Unaandikia mtu check ya
Unaandikia
Rwabe
jina lako, wewe
na hana hata fare ya kuipeleka bank.
Jokes. Hata ushagogote kwa hivyo jokes. I was just joking. Kwa siku yetu. Hata sitwangi hivyo.
Wanakujia.
Bro, you know, there's a time someone randomly DM'd me and told me,
Nilikuona
hi, John,
Kapseret.
leave even that, telling me they know my parents, they know my grandparents, they know where I live, and trying to explain how the situation is back in Ushago.
Kama unajua guka yako alikuanga beshte ya guka.
Not even that, like in monetary status.
Oh, wanakuambia tunajua mko na hii.
Yo, I was just like, hi.
Yeah.
Hey.
Wanakutambua.
Hey. I get so scared whenever someone tells me I know you from Kericho. I'm like, no, that's not me.
Mimi ningetaka kujua ningekuja from a way privileged background. Ile mbaya, unaona, like would you be in the same situation?
Don't even finish that question. I'm telling you right now, the money gonna change me. So I know if I had that money, first of all, singekuwa hapa na record shit na nyinyi. Singekuwa friends na nyinyi low lives. What I'd be doing right now. no but on a serious
Mimi
note,
nasema like ulizaliwa mazee umeona kwanza budako kwa pesa, sura ya budako iko kwa pesa.
brother, life would be different.
Life would be so different. I think also the circumstances in the environment you've grown up in.
Yeah, you're not even the one to choose.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
you'd never find yourself in this kind of situation. Like hata wewe
If let's
tumekuja
say-
Lavington Mall
let's say if every other
ama gari
constant,
uko nayo.
if every other constant around me changed and it's wealthy and I am the only constant that remains the same is
Your
me,
mindset, your
is
mindset
me
iko,
as
yeah.
me right now, that means I would find myself here. To me,
But such in a different
Better than
situation.
me.
I'm saying if the environment,
Unakuja na range hapo
I
down.
would not be here in Kenya.
yeah,
I would not be
okay.
doing it in Kenya, but
But
I'm
you-
just saying I would find myself in a similar situation.
Even if I was to be recording this podcast right now, right here with you, low
Not
lives,
Joe Biden.
what I'd be doing,
I'm just saying.
what I'd be doing, I'd have come in my nice, beautiful Benz truck. Well, no, even not just a nice Mercedes. Yeah? Nimeipaka hapo
Mungu ndo
chini.
maana anajua. God knew.
God ujatuope hizi vitu. Nimepaka hapo down. Sasa ningekuwa hapa nimewekewa meza yangu hapa na Benito. Kunyu sijui nini. Ningekuwa hapa sasa ni naonja hivi nasema
Cognac.
bring me something else. No, I'd still be taking gin. But then, but I'm like, get me Malfi, get me Bulldog, get me Gin Mare. Don't.
Ew.
Not Uncle Gilbert.
Why'd you say fuck Gilberto for?
But of course,
Gilberto.
life would be different from your schools you'd have attended,
Yeah. So even
areas
our
you'd have
interaction-
grown up
Mabishi ungekuwa
with,
na
friends
interact
you'd
na
be
wao.
with,
Definitely.
your mindset. Unajua, umegrow up ukijua money is there.
Yeah.
Sasa tungekuwa tunasumbuana na ufala na tulipa lini.
True.
Facts.
Ningekuwa naambia, I don't know how much. Check naope double.
na mtulie,
Double.
Na in case ukosekane, call me. I got you. You know.
Yeah, but obviously, me
Yeah.
I know because I know money will change me, and I'm telling you guys, and I told you, and I've said it before. If you just see I'm changing, don't say ati squeeze na ringa. Nitakuwa na
You know,
ringa.
when someone told me, "Oh, money is changing you," umekuwa na maringo sana.
Na
I'm
bado.
telling you,
Na
babe,
bado.
nimeanza. Ngoja.
Money is going to change me so poor. Oh my days, praying.
Na
for
kama
this
kama
serious.
ungekuwa unafanya some sort of
Wewe money watu hujasema wewe.
mimi
Would you?
ai bro mimi singekuwa hapa bana sai
Kwanza
do you
ningekuwa
know how
na
many things
business
I'd
ya
rather be
familia
doing
yangu. What the hell?
do you know how many things I'd rather be doing like bro zile vitu sasa ziko beyond my imagination na reach sai
Sasa hata nikaanza kufikiria vitu vingine nachoka.
sasa ningekuwa kwanza naona kuna mvua hivi kidogo rasha piga simu hebu leteni hiyo we tayarisha jet tunaenda saibe zingine different yani huko jua inawaka
Nataka jua.
tumetoka hapa kaa kuna nyesha tumefika huko kuna waka tushava vest
Unachukua leave twice a year, 6 months, 6 months.
hata nafanya kazi kwani leave ya nini mimi ndo najisaidia hiyo leave
Si leave, unachukua leave ya 6 months mara mbili.
si ndio?
Uko leave mwaka yote.
yote uko on ba mimi by then ningekuwa nimebadilika dead
Same bro. Everyone.
Yeah.
And it's everyone.
Kenye najaribu tuseme like ungekuwa unafanya podcasting si ndio
Yeah.
alafu ka realize kwenye nao ni ngori kwenye na like wase like finally me realize nikaa kulikuwa na mse wenyu mwenye alikuwa amwadropia shoulder hivi but then like everything you guys were supposed to have zimekam like vitu ka worth let's say $100 million zimedropiwa tu pap so umejipata
Bro, unajua pesa fake kuja hivyo haraka unaweza changanyikiwa. Unaweza kuwa confused. Unaweza kuwa mimi personally siwezi hata kudanganya.
unaambia wewe kwanza hao kina Queen Elizabeth kulikuwa na ka slave
Lizzy.
fulani walishika
Eh.
kumbe alikuwa guka yako sasa vitu zake compensation ni yenyu like wametrace your bloodline
Extra dream big.
Wamekushika.
wamekushika wakasema wewe pesa wewe ndo direct damu ni yake
I'm telling you right now, kwanza saizi kina Dagio ngikuwa tunafanya delivery hizi mic tuna record mtaa.
In my castle.
Tuna record
In Manchester.
home. Miguu zikiwa kwa jacuzzi.
Guys, we can all live a dream. But let me
Life
say, it's like let's say you get an inheritance right now.
yeah crazy
Crazy amount. To be very honest, I would change in many ways. But because of who I am right now, I would make sure I improve.
we invest
I'll
lakini unajua
improve
maneno
improve the current person that I'm
No, obviously, yeah. If it comes now, you grow from where you are,
grow, yeah.
thinking with the mindset that you are.
Yeah.
But you can, mi hata nyiwe hata mmeenda mbali hata $100 million. Hizo ni mob. Hiyo pesa kai hata sidhani naweza simama. 100 million napeleka. Oh my god.
100 to
Brother,
dollars ishakuwa
$100 million kutoka hapa Lil Baby anaimba pale zitu tukiongea na quiet please.
unapiga kelele
Spotify call us right now. Whoever any this podcast sponsors, they tell us checky. we have a check for you guys, $1 million. That's 100 mic Kenyan shillings.
Yeah.
Unajua mimi kwanza napigia babangu kwanza sasa naomba check. Go home. Yeah. Naenda home. Nachukua gari yake mocha yangu.
Mwambie nataka nitayarishe kuku kwanza, nitayarisha kuku.
Sitaki hata kula hapo, naenda kula out. Naambia tu uko home. Naenda ya gari yangu. Ama already nitakuwa na driver by the time nafika home. So when I go pick his car, my driver will have my car. Na mbenda itupe mbali nisiwahi muona yeye na hiyo gari.
Airushe kwanza ruke nje kama GTA. Dive nje hivi kwanza hii.
Wapotea alafu ninachia babangu thao naomba ni Uber yako ya kesho.
Na usinipigie simu.
Ujipange mimi ndo gari ni yangu sasa. Natoka hapo naenda kwanza na haribu mama yangu mbaya.
Unamuosha kwanza.
Wewe unajua vile umekuwa ukinishautia tangu nikuwe mtoto. Shika kwanza 10 million na ukae mbali na mimi. Then I go buy my nice house.
Preferably ungenunua wapi?
Right now, in today's economy, I would love to live in Karen. But, you know, as we're older, by the time you see tunaweza afford land and all of those things, I think civilization would have moved out of Nairobi. We'll end up settling in Machakos,
Metropolitan.
Kajiado, huko. So, wherever, bro. Mi sitaki kujua. I have $1 million. Mimi kama paps. Lakini shida ni naweza changanyikiwa. Kitu kwanza nafaa kufanya ni kunyonga. Don't think.
Ufikirie
Think straight.
Oh man, you know man, that's your biggest weakness.
Lakini uzuri family men vitu kaza haziwezi kusumbua. Never, not even a little bit. Haziwezi hata tusumbua kidogo. Naambia naweza hata sitaki kuthink. Unajua unaweza nifanya nikose hata kuanza kwenda shule kesho. Nianze ku DM Spotify. Where's my check? Where's my money? Usinipatie ideas guys. I can be sick. But obviously life will change completely. We'll still do the podcast just differently. We'll open up a new studio.
Like we definitely evolve ourselves into
get a studio, we'll get a house, we'll get a, you know. Tunaweza hata kuwa na hata sijui hata nini hatuwezi kuwa na bro usimpa
mimi kwanza natafuta mtu mwenye akokaa character kaya yangu namwambia buda kaanga hapo ujiite jina zangu this is what I do, this is what I say, sema tu yote kwanza tunafanana mtu wangu fanya hivi watajua si mimi but character ni
what's one thing you guys would spend money on that you know the same like the way someone like Snoop Dogg pays someone to roll his blunts
kitu ufala but wewe kwako ni convenience
for me it makes sense, but just doing my makeup, bro, it's so exhausting sometimes. And bro, I wanna
me other than a driver.
Like, I would have a team, a whole team. Let me tell you, from people who shoot my content for me, people who plan my content for me. Like my idea is just to show up. That's the one.
Actually,
that's the same thing I would just splurge all my money on.
But if it was one thing, ningetaka tu mse mwenye tu anaweza nichukua tu everywhere na kunipeleka anywhere. Like mimi ni mtu tu nimeamka saa hii nakwambia wewe
watch Blacklist. Oh, it's okay. I was about if for those who have watched Blacklist, Dembe kids turn numbers on like a Dembe.
Nataka ka Dembe like naweza mwambia buda kesho nataka jet tunaenda kesho majuu US nataka unipeleke kesho. Sawa. Kienda mali niko na demo wangu naambia wewe jipange nitakupigia saa kunichukua. Ishia. Wenda panda hapo ndo. Mse tu ni driver ni bodyguard ni everything. Mse tu yani is a body. Pause.
He's your man. He's your guy.
Yeah, he's my guy.
He's actually unapiga una bro me I would love that.
Akona story pia.
Mimi bro mtoka hiyo ufai kwa close na mfai kwa mnapiga riba mkienda hizo place.
Like ananipigia ma story mimi siongee na yeye sana.
I was seeing someone who had like a person like that and it was getting exhausting to him. Alikuwa anachoka na hiyo shit. Anasema why is this nigga always here?
Si uzuri yeye unamwambia ishia. Si ati lazima is bound unamwambia ishia but karada yangu wewe.
Simu yako when I call you pick up I don't care if you're in bed with Beyonce or you're in a meeting with fucking Biden.
Yeah.
I
like,
call you
answer.
I get it. But maybe because he was used to it.
Anyway.
What? Driver, bro. So cool. I need a drive. I hate driving. I hate driving so much. Cool. And worst of all, I realized I don't even like driving at night. So sasa already you spend ku drive tena nianze mimi uchoka. So I would easily get a driver.
I think the most romantic thing a person can do for me is get me a driver.
Yeah, keep thinking.
I've lived it. Bro, I've lived
keep
it.
Keep thinking. Ni sisi ndio tuko.
Nina mko kwangu in my eyes.
Udem kwanza kuna time walikuwa amenigeuza dere wao.
Walikuwa nakupigia anytime.
Ona vile kana niangalia kana jua. Kwa alikuwa mpaka wanaacha vitu kwa gari yangu.
Bye.
Surely if I had a girlfriend angeniacha.
But you did.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah, but that's the cutest thing. It's so nice. I've experienced it, and that was like the cutest thing. I'd be like, oh babe, I wanna go here. Like, okay, fine, he's coming. How long? That specific time. Okay, cool. So cute.
Crazy.
Niggas, I've really lived. Oh my god, I've really lived a good
No,
life.
I need,
I have
even
been
me, I think
living.
the most romantic thing someone can do for me is get me a driver. Hint.
Me, I'm not even
Wink, wink.
Hint.
I'm just saying
Mimi
that was the best time
hata
of my life.
wamekataa kuniendesha.
Na would you go to niliona kwanza wasi walifanya hiki tu leo tu ama ni jana majuzi couples therapy. Would you do couples therapy
in a heartbeat?
na wewe mtu ungefanya
What? Yes.
muende tu msikilize tu na
Bro, let me tell you, when you want to make it work with someone, you will do everything.
Ask,
give it your
no,
all.
for sure. For sure.
You'll do everything.
If you want, yani kama umependa mse.
yeah. na relate mbaya for the first to something you guys are talking about.
And also because like from my own perspective as a person who's in therapy, it's because of the steps and the growth that you make and the realizations that you come to. Having it with your partner can be good. And also I would not say just fully depending on the couples therapy, but also having it independently, because you as an individual, you've gone through your own things, and then even me as an individual, I've gone through my own things, and then when you come together, there's a way your trauma usually affects one.
Kila kitu the whole system.
Yeah, because you're different people, and then you're bringing different
Because
ideas.
mbona kwa siku hizo kuna psychosis.
Hey, yo,
The fuck is that?
Inakuanga.
Psychosis like
Inakuanga.
basically uko so out of touch na reality.
Yeah.
Unaget
Unajua
like wewe life yako yenye unaishi tu like
ni mimi
vitu
tu
si real
yeah.
ni wewe tu yani ndo unafanya mambo yako.
Yeah, and imagine
Life si real.
it's just you in your own world, and you don't give a fuck about, and then people like
you know
that,
drinking causes that pain.
yeah, and then it also makes you end up being a very narcissistic person, so you never consider whatever your partner is experiencing.
Haujali tu.
Like you really don't give
wewe
a
uko tu
flying,
dunia yako ukitaka dunda
you really don't give a flying fuck
nani.
about someone. Genuinely, even if I feel like if therapy was affordable and if it was accessible to everyone, even if you feel like you're straight, I think everyone in this life should go through it, even the therapists themselves, because when you're a therapist, you also have to go to therapy.
Okay. Because
sometimes people you're like a sponge. Like sometimes humans are like sponges. When someone keeps on trauma dropping, you also need to release. Is it that ukiangalia wase wenye wako na do, is it that because they can afford to go to therapy, most of them went to therapy? Is it because wenyewe with the money comes so much? Like, which one is it? Sometimes I'd like to say both, a little bit of both, because
like kwenye mko na do mob kwanza hata vitu haziko like,
but there's some okay, so the place I live right now, I've been told stories so many times about the guy who owns like the building and the land around there. So this man was so depressed he ended up committing suicide. Trigger warning. He ended up committing
Mwezi sema trigger warning after msha trigger.
Sorry. Oh god.
the last line
No, not funny.
Okay,
But okay, yeah.
Sorry. Anyway,
sorry.
trigger warning, he ended up committing suicide. Yeah. And so anytime someone brings up this conversation, they usually try telling me, nasi alikuwa na pesa mingi mbona hakuenda therapy. But it's not easy like that. Therapy does not cure depression. It doesn't eliminate it. It just helps you find a balance in between and how to cope with it, So now there's a time I was talking to an Uber driver, and he could not understand how you can have so much money and you still end up doing something like that. But then, that's why the people who have money usually say money is not everything. But then to people who don't have money, they cannot understand
money is the only thing.
Yeah, they cannot understand how money is not everything, because that's the main thing they need. That's the main thing that causes all the problems in their lives. But then let's say hopefully you get to a place where you have everything that you need. What if you never found happiness? If
you guys, I don't know if you guys believe in such a story, but there's situations where maybe even having that much money sometimes comes with a lot of problems. Yeah, and this is me. I believe not even responsibilities or problems. I believe in this, and this might be very controversial. But how, in as much as you might be a billionaire, you might be a millionaire. But how did you get that money?
that matters a lot.
So
kama ulianza kama ukisema ulikuwa chicken
Just finish up on that and then I'll tell you a story after that.
so ulikuwa chicken seller ulianza na one feather only.
even also this is and I'm leading up with the story.
Just
So there's this guy. He was a big guy in Moi's government. This is a story I was told by, I don't want to say, but someone older than me. So I was a big guy in Moi's government, and he has about 4 children. So he made so much money. You know, people who were like billionaires in Moi time. Not just who are like worth $1 billion like 20 years ago is crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy money.
It was Moi's era bana. Was he a cat?
Yeah. He was.
I know.
Labda ni uncle John fulani.
Could be.
But you know now he had so much. He had so much money. Of course, his children were living the life. He was living the life. The wife. So akiwa hapo kidogo, one of the children got into drug addiction. Ameacha shule. Ameanza kukua mtu bure. Unajua mtu bure?
Yeah.
Hivyo. The other child kidogo died. Another one, my problems also, I think went abroad. Didn't do school, squandered money, school fees, all of that. Wakachoma. Kidogo, the wife died. But he had stolen so much money. And to him, money was nothing. Money was there. Spending it was the problem. Nowadays, or rather, I don't know if he's still alive, but I think he is. All he does is wake up because he has no one now. See, all his whole family is just lost. His life is to like wake up, go sit somewhere alone. Because he's an old guy, you can't say he's working, but he has money.
Usimpeleka pia dunda.
Si ati anateseka, ako sawa, but ako happy. Yani ushaona tu mtu anakaa stress hata ukienda mali na yeye uko like at the same place. So like anakuanga tu hapo amekaa peke yake kwa kiko. Na si ati hata amekati anatumia simu ama asome tu gazeti au amekaa tu anathink. Akunywe vitu zake, bia zake 3-4, aende home ama aende mali anaenda. But you see, you expect someone who had that much money, saizi watu wake wanafaa kuwa na domo, ako na friends, ako na nini. So I think if, for example, today, if I'm in government and I take money that was supposed to pay for Kibbs his school fees, and Mama Kibbs goes to pray at night and says, guy God, mtatoa wapi school fees? Na God anajua vizuri sana mimi ndo nimekulewa pesa ya school fees ya Kibbs.
Karma.
Wewe pia tu itakuja kudeal na wewe tu one way or another. So also how you get your money also depends on, but that's just one scenario. I'm not saying like all people who have money and are sad. There's a lot of things you can't find love.
Speaking of
your children hate you. Vitu kama tu hizo.
Yo kama what's one of the biggest karma stories ushaisikia ama umeona?
That one. Clearly.
That's serious. For me, that's serious. Yeah.
Let me tell you, there's another story. My mom told me later on, but this is a person we know, not you guys, but my family and all that. We know personally. And so this person was a very big person again in Moi's era, not Moi's era per se, but just working in hand with Moi. And life was good. Let's say when I was growing up, life was really good for him. He was, one of the biggest guys in Nakuru, living largely, and everything else in his life looked perfect until we got to the family aspect of it. Same situation, but now it's him having problems with his family, with his wife. He's fighting with his kids, all that and whatnot. So until recently, now I was talking to my mom. I think let's say a year or 2 ago, and I was now telling my mom about the situations I was hearing about this specific person, and I was telling her how this nigga's not doing well. He's suffering like major. So
what's the story behind it?
So now what my mom was telling me is she used to hear stories because there's in the same age group. This guy also studied with my dad. He's like he was my dad's friend back in the days. Yeah. So now my mom was like, so my mom was just like, this nigga used to finesse people in his. Alikuwa swindler. Yes, but now he's doing it for the person he was working for. So now, in one way or another, everyone seems to believe that this is his karma because let me tell you, life has just gone south in every possible way you can ever think of. His health, his family, his kids, everything is just going
downhill.
Completely. Let me tell you, those ones that you try to save someone and they cannot be saved. Exactly that. There's literally no chance of him winning in this thing. Ni vile tu ata survive in the situation. And it's not like he doesn't have the money. He has the abilities. Like he has all the money in the world. He has everything he can do to make himself better and whatnot. But one thing he can never do is get better. Ako tu at zero. He tries, he comes back up for like 1 or 2 months. He goes back down. again.
Msako na pesa.
He's moneyed up. And you know, when you used to hear his name back in the days, you'd be like, oh, that's a very respectable person and whatnot. So right now, you're just like...
Mi singeikubali.
Yeah, and just because of that thing.
Mi ningepigana na kama mazee. Ningesema chukua kitu kingine basi. Hebu tukue tu na like tukae chini tukue na agreement. Chukue kuna vitu vingine mazee usiguze. Hebu ninyang'anye pesa zangu lakini
what's the biggest kama story?
Biggest kama story. Mimi nimeona kweli. Niko na kama stories more but let me think about it.
As he's thinking about it, guys, next week, 30th of September, as it's going to be International Podcast Day. We are going to be on Trist East Africa Live with Calvin
in the morning.
Breakfast show. Next week, Friday, 8 a.m. Make sure to tune in and listen to what we have to say.
Tutakuwa on ba. So I don't even know like but one kama story I know. Niliambiwa hiyo story. So there's this guy na nimsemi najua vibaya sana na nimse tunajua like that. So like umse alikuwa na nikawa uko na bibi yako si ndio? Alafu umepata mtoi mmoja mdogo. But then like mkiwa pamoja uli realize fuck nikaa nimemess ukaanza ku like bibi dem mwingine. Mwenye ulikuwa unaenda kwa store ya clothes iko na manguo nini kwanza unaenda unanulia mtoi
amaliza alafu tutaanza hiyo story kile married men tunawakujia sahi but endelea
leave the paradise
hadi mnaenda sushasikia stuff ya Drake ya made me shake his hand while you all were fucking for a minute. So huyu ni msemo mwenye ameenda hadi na mtoi wake mdogo mazee na bibi yake kwa duka hiyo boutique. Ameenda hapo anaenda kununua manguo kumbe hii time yote akitipiwa inafanyikiwa. So anyway stack history sijui nimalize but all in all acha nimalize juu nimekumbuka kitu kingine kwanza hapo kwa married men. So Kenyumsa akafanya ilifika point akapata pia mtoi na udem wa boutique. Akapata mtoi na yeye but sasa younger than mwingine. Hadi kafika point akasema hata achana na huyo msa huyu bibi yangu wa kwanza nataka huyo mwingine. Alafu akapanga tu chini ya maji nyuma hivi. Akasema tuende shags kwenyu. Walikuwa naenda wa settle Mario dem. Wakiwa kwa barabara bro walipata accident ngori alafu ni umse pekee ndo mguu yake ilivunjika like sai hata ni mse mguu moja ni artificial but hao wengine wote wako fiti hawakuwa ifika shags ya udem alafu mse anapigia ubibi yake huku mwenye yako anajua rada ni best ya boy sasa anampigia na mwambia ni aje
let me tell you
unajua nani wako kwa OC wapi
let me tell
nini liape na alikuwa accident but wejua alikuwa anaenda kumari udem mwingine.
If a situation like that ever happens in my life and God forbid do not even tell me because the minute I will laugh at you.
Ama yenye Mungu amembakisha na unachukua. The life that God has left him with you take it.
Oh God. I'm a very vengeful person. I would love to do that 100%. But one thing I will do is come and laugh to your face.
Akiwa OC kwanza sasa hadi your beat ina
everything you own. I will make sure I wipe you down. I'm just saying just don't cheat on me. I'm Dakutesa.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying.
So wait,
married men are the most unhinged lot we have in this world. Au ni bamba crazy. Baba ya mtu niliona wallahi kuna alikuwa nakatia beshte yangu. Bio yake IG married. Amepost maka alafu you didn't even tell me you're married.
What?
But yeah. I wish I met you earlier.
Yeah. I wish you were my wife.
I'm just married. Kidogo tu hata sijakuwa married.
Hata mimi na mama. Mimi na mama tatuelewani.
We're just roommates at this point.
Yeah, in fact there's no love anymore.
Why did you tell me you're married?
I want to snitch on myself so
I forgot.
But this is my old No, it's because I went on a date with a married man. Let me just say it anyway. I went on a date with a married man.
Kumenye ndo mnakulia. Wacha nitakwambia story saa hii tu.
No maana tunaitanga Slay Queens.
Nitakwambia story saa hii tu.
Yeah, so it was I didn't know he was married. That's the thing. But this is why I even get question marks whenever you tell me you're like at a certain age and you're not married. I'm like what are you doing? Kwani it's either uliachwa, umeachana, ama unamficha ama kwa mahali unataka kuniambia like 10 days after. So yeah, this man like the first day we were talking about, we're just having a nice conversation, we're having dinner and I just asked him, like, at your age, like, why you're not married? Like, I genuinely wanted to know, you know.
When ni mzee
In fact, I was telling him, you're old. Why you're not married? Because it doesn't make sense. And this man just said, I'm married. You know, and my mom is calling me at the wrong time. She's just... Anyway.
Amesikia ukiongelewa baba.
Yeah, anyway, he just told me, yeah, I'm married. And I was just like...
shy to tell you.
Why didn't you disclose it the first minute we started talking? Because, you know, before you take me out on a date, that means we've really talked. You know? So I was just like,
No, huko soma vibes, huko na uzae hivi, huko na nikana.
No, actually he was very
kuna matime na kuremix.
Aje.
Kuna matime tu vitu anasema, yani a make sense. Unajua labda anafaa kwenda home kwao na ufai kumpigia usiku. Unapata nakwambia mimi nipigie tu 5 p.m. peke.
I'm not even a person who calls and whatnot. And the worst thing is with me, especially if you're pursuing me and we've not started dating, you can't find me texting you the first person. I don't do that shit.
No, simswayo.
No. If you want to talk to me, you talk to me.
Wacha nikwambie kuna story fulani. Wacha nita change vitu kadhaa, but story ni ile. So kuna udem alikuwa na work kwa shop. Let's say it's nika boutique, wacha tuseme boutique tu. But it was different. But ni huyu bibi yake ndo alikuwa nafaa kupeleka, si ndio? So mimi na bibi yangu tumeenda kwa boutique, tumeenda kununua vitu, nimenulia demo wangu dresses nini. Alafu sasa wewe ndo ulikuwa unatushughulikia kwa hiyo boutique yote. Nikachukua namba, alafu nikatuma do, nikakutip, si ndio? Nikalipia about 15,000. Nanulia demo wangu madress manini. Nikakutip, nikakwambia wewe shika thao, fanya kazi poa. Na wewe ni demo umeiva. Young. Aya. So in that kind of a situation, now ni watu wako married. Wakaenda mtaa. Later on, udem akatext mzae. Si ndio? Kumwambia thanks nini unaweza pitia shop bado nini. Hiyo story like wakaanza kuongea elevate hadi point yenye sasa wako wanaongea hadi udem anamtumia nudes, anamwambia yes nitumie do nifanye nini, anamtumia nudes, anafanya nini, nudes kali. Unajua hiyo ni between just the two of them. So bibi yake
kali.
There's a reason why nawaambia kali. So kenye ka happen ni udem akakuja kuona dem ameseviwa ka kitu kama mechanic. Unaona? Make.
Keeps garage.
So Keeps garage. So akaangalia hivi ndani, dem bibi yake akapata waku hizo vitu zote, conversations nini. Udem guess alifanya nini? Alichukua screenshot safi, akajitumia vida zote na mapicha na ma screenshot. Akaenda wapi? Telegram. Kwa hizo page za Telegram hizo.
Oh god.
Hizo zile kama hizo raha tupu. Akasema admin, aibisha huyu. Karusha hapo convo hadi jina hadi page, anaanza kwanza na page ya IG, page ya Twitter, page ya nini, beza na work. Info yako iko yote. Na unajua watu wanaona, akatuma chats kwanza. Content kwanza ya picha hadi videos. Na inapanda, ianze tu hadi video kwanza unapata tu.
I would have sued her.
Unaweza
ni
sasa
unauma mdomo nini udem man John usinikasirishe saizi manze, it's 7:55 p.m. just wanna go and sleep.
Unaweza imagine like ile effort ulikuwa unaekea msesa umeekea watu kama 100 and something thousand kwa page ya Telegram.
My 2 cents on that.
How would you wewe sasa ni wewe dem?
I would try take advantage of the situation. First, that's revenge porn.
Yeah, obviously.
I take it to the cops immediately. No fucks given. Second thing, I go after your husband. He lied to me. Why not? Alafu?
Wewe ulijua ako married na
okay, that's fucked up. No, okay.
Well, like wewe ulikuwa unafanya tu kazi zako kwa boutique. Ukarealize wao msi anakaa kukomani da. Yeye ndo akamtext.
So she knew he was married.
She knew like
he was there with the wife
the whole time.
It's the boutique attendee.
Okay, that's so bad. That's bad even on her behalf.
So bado ungemsu
because that's revenge porn. I have to get something out of it. You can't be showing you see my nudes for free.
Aya sasa imagine wewe sasa ni huyo dem ungefanya nini? Wewe ni sasa ni huyo bibi yao mse. Sasa roles imechange.
It's the man I'm going after.
So utaendea dem at all?
No.
Na dem ndo alimtext like bwanako alimtip tu vizuri.
No, let me tell you because the only reason why she started sending the nudes is because she was encouraged to do it. Let me tell you, there's this thing I usually say, if a man comes and tells me, oh, this girl is acting crazy about me nini, the first thing I'm like, umefanya nini ndo aanze ku act crazy? Because I know women only act crazy unless they're triggered. And you cannot be telling me this woman is sending you nudes for no reason unless
block her.
You have to entertain it. And then that's the thing. And that's the thing. In fact, yeah, that's the thing. To me, it's really like you complain about this person. Solve the situation. I'll give you the grace. Solve it. If you tell me I'm handling it, sawa basi. To me, handling it, block it. Block immediately. If you cannot, you are the one entertaining that shit. So I would go after the man because he's the one I'm married to. He's the one who's accountable to me.
Okay.
So he's the one. Hey, let me not even talk because, again, as I said, I'm very vengeful. No ways.
Family man, wewe ungepata text hizo, unge entertain kweli?
No, never ever.
If let's say you are someone else, you are not you, family man. Ule jamita 206.
That was an underage guy.
Now this is
but
20,
you see,
50.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Let me tell you some.
Let me tell you. In such a situation, these institutions are especially for the man, maybe for Joan knows her reactions. Me, you don't know what's good. First, labda I would them hanipambi.
Ni type yako excess.
Hey, watch out. So how that would go is probably, I think by the time she's sending you nudes.
That means you guys have had a conversation.
Bro, umemtumia dipe as in mmeongea. Mna trust anakutrust like that.
Yeah, because unless you're a psychopath.
Na najua utadanganya bibi yako. Juu angekuwa najua you won't lie to your wife, she's not gonna send that.
Si hata anakutrust, unamtumianga do. So like pia ni kama unanunua at the end of the day.
Bro, I don't think I would be a cheater. I believe in nuclear families.
Yeah.
That should
same. That exactly was gonna be my answer. In fact, Zaid, in the last 1 minute,
as we wrap up the episode,
strive to be strong. But I'm just telling you guys, let's say if your shorty complains about this one thing and she says, if you don't handle it the right way, trust me, she's always in her back of her head, she's always gonna be knowing you have been entertaining this shit constantly. Because sometimes women just don't be there's some guys who act crazy as much as they want to. But 9 out of 10 times, it's because you encourage that. Yeah. And, encouraging me doesn't mean that you just tell them, oh, yes, let's go. Encouraging means even silence. If you don't tell them to stop, they won't stop. But then the thing is... And also, there's so many ways to cut off things. Like, I am complaining about this certain person. Tell me you're dealing with it. Dealing with it means you're cutting off that person.
Yeah.
Unless you guys have a... whatever, and I'm just the only one who's just acting crazy maybe, and you can just tell this person, okay, fine, my girl tells me she feels like you're acting out of line, I need you to back the fuck up.
Yeah,
that could be step 1. But then step 2, the situation happens again.
Ara here Wheezy
simple as
here. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening. So you come kona anything kusema. It's been your boy Black D, Black Diamond.
Men.
You have been with me, P for Pops. And Joan Melly,
Mama Lashes. Instagram tutapata at the Sandwich Podcast, Twitter at the Sandwich Pod 1, TikTok Sandwich Podcast KE, YouTube Sandwich Podcast KE. Mimi mtanipata kama kawaida in my best friends DMs kila mahali, WhatsApp, kila kitu. So
mimi mtanipata.
Okay.
Adios. Bye.
In them private jets, mada kumada beat lazima kai bada. Si niulize mbona nimenyanya, si unajua niko juu ya shada.